Hello and welcome back to the European Journeyman. We were the manager of Georgia over the past year or so. We finished top of our Nations League group, but I think now is time to try to find a club. So let's go. Right, so first glance, I tried activating a few more leagues here, but there's nothing much available. We're right at the end of the 2020, November 23rd, so maybe towards Christmas we'll see more available jobs, but we've got Bourges Peronas in France, which could be an option for us based on our rep, and Leyton Orient maybe in League 2. Maybe we can get into that job. We'll see. I'm going to apply to a few. I don't think we'll get McKellen. Seems like too big of a club for us to apply for, and Pauk as well. Don't think we can get that, but we'll have a look as we progress along here. I also just applied for Ireland as well, just cause. Why not, right? All right, Ireland is out of the question. They just hired somebody. They hired somebody there in Ireland, and McKellen also rejected us as well. So Ireland appointed Lambertus van Marwijk. I don't really know who that is. What has he done in his career? Lower level teams from the Netherlands mostly, and a Belgian team as well. So kind of a mid-tier manager for Ireland. Cholet is available now in France as well. They just sacked their manager, so I'm going to apply for those guys. Rejected by Leyton Orient, so we aren't going to League 2 just yet in England. And Bourges Peronas has rejected us as well. So not so much luck so far. Just noticing some job vacancies in Brazil, so I am going to add Brazil to the list as well. Cholet rejects us. Just getting rejections across the board here. It's disappointing. Another club here from Belgium in the Eerste Nationale division. They are vacant as well, so I'm going to apply there. Pauk rejected us, of course. Derek McGuinness is sacked at Aberdeen. I doubt that we're going to get the Aberdeen job, but why not apply, right? So a few jobs just came available. Aberdeen, Grimsby, and Brentford. So I'm going to apply to all of them. The under-21s European qualifying group stages was drawn just now as well. Georgia included in this one, so they've got Moldova, Montenegro, Russia, Serbia, and Wales in the group stage of the under-21 championship qualifiers. Johnny Jansen sacked at Heerenveen in Holland. Doubt we're going to get that one as well, but we're applying. We remain in 92nd place in the world ranking. Brazil are top right now. Most improved nation was Pakistan, who went from 198 to 194 in the list. Very exciting news. Darren Ferguson sacked at Peterborough. Guess what we're doing? Hey, we got a job interview. Franks Bahrain have offered us a job interview. I think this is the Belgian team. 15th in the Eerste National League. Dead last. So it's going to be a task, but hopefully we can get this job. All right, here we are in the interview. Welcome. We're glad you've come along to discuss our plans for the club's vision should we decide to hire you. I'm glad you've given me the chance to talk. You've never managed a club team before. Why is that, and why should I overlook that fact? Well, I just haven't been in management that long. I might not have managed a club side yet, but I do have experience at international level. Not many managers can say that, and I believe it has considerable value. I agree with that. And I admit there would be a risk to take me on, but I hope to convince you. Ask for a chance. What should I do? Try to convince, ask for a chance, disagree, or dismiss? It's a good question. And it's like you got to play this. I'm inclined to go with I've got international experience. But also ask for a chance. Everyone's got to start somewhere. I don't know if they're willing to do that with me. I've been waiting for the right opportunity, maybe, to take my first steps. I think the international experience might be the best answer here. Can you tell me how you intend to handle the workload of managing both club and national team. I believe I'm capable of managing both to a high standard. Can you explain why you appear to be in the running for a few jobs right now? I'm just trying to consider my options. I admit that it doesn't look good. I'm just trying to forge ahead with my career by any means necessary. Sure. We want to ensure that the dressing room atmosphere is much better than it was under the previous manager. Can you assure us that there will be no problems? I can promise that we will cultivate a healthy dressing room atmosphere for sure. The club is looking to hire a manager comfortable working with limited resources. Are you that manager? Yes. I know we'll be able to look after the finances for sure. Oh, please God, this is going to be really tough for this club if we get it. Can you tell me why you're the right candidate for a team fighting relegation? I consider myself a strong motivator and leader. I have managerial acumen to get results. Cooler heads will always prevail. I'm almost offended that my reputation, don't have any. What's the best answer here? Passion. Give it everything we've got. I'm going to say I'm a strong motivator and leader. On what scale would you be looking to make changes to our existing backroom staff? I'll be more than happy to work with the support team. All right, here's our long-term vision. We want to work with the wage budget, fight against relegation, so it's okay if we get relegated, maybe? Current season. Although maybe not, because the end of next season continue remaining in the league. So we have to get out of the relegation fight in this one. It looks like an exciting future. Absolutely. If hired, we would expect you to battle against relegation, with us unable to consider keeping you in the role should we be relegated. Do you think you can do better than that? I feel confident that I can do slightly better. I feel confident in my ability to better the proposed expectation. I agree. We will battle against relegation. Transfer budget of £8,000 is an offer. What do you think of that? I agree with that. It's okay. Agree. That's realistic. All right. Do you have any requests for us to consider? Should we decide to hire you? No requests. All right. Thanks a lot. And I'll hopefully have a job offer. All right. We got the World Cup Qualifier group stage draw right now. All right. Let's draw the teams here. Moldova. Where do we go? Where are we going to fall? Nothing yet. Here we are. Kazakhstan and San Marino in our group. Serbia also in the group. Poland, Serbia, Georgia, Kazakhstan, and San Marino in our World Cup qualifying group. And finally, Croatia as well. So tough group. Poland, Serbia, Croatia, even Kazakhstan are going to be tough. I just want to basically finish second from bottom. I don't want to lose to San Marino. Maybe we can do better than that and get up to third. It's going to be tough to qualify for the World Cup in this group, but we'll give it a shot. Looking at England's group, they've got Gibraltar, Hungary, Luxembourg, Montenegro, and Turkey. France has... Where's France? France's group, Bulgaria, Italy and France in the same group. Kosovo, Liechtenstein, Northern Ireland. Have a look at Germany and Spain and Portugal. The Netherlands here too. Andorra, Bosnia, Israel, Netherlands, and Slovakia. Portugal, Ireland, Greece, Estonia, and Cyprus. Spain, Scotland, Ukraine, North Macedonia, and Faroe Islands. And Germany, Romania, Czech Republic, Belarus, and Azerbaijan. Rounding off the rest of the groups. Group 6, Denmark, Lithuania, Norway, Slovenia, and Sweden. Group 2, Albania, Latvia, Malta, Russia, Switzerland, and Wales. Group 1, Armenia, Austria, Belgium, Finland, Iceland, and Moldova. And that's your World Cup draw. We've got the press conference here for the World Cup draw. So let's kick it off. What is your immediate reaction to the World Cup qualifiers draw? I think we've got it's a challenging draw, I would say. But we'll take a game at a time and see where it takes us. Where do you think you'll finish? We'll focus on the match in front of us each time. Hopefully it'll be enough to take us through. Yeah, it's I think it's definitely going to be tough for Georgia. The draw for the qualifiers has been tough, putting us against Croatia, Kazakhstan, Poland, San Marino, and Serbia. Is that an assessment you agree with? I agree. It's a tough ask. We're going to have to play well. San Marino are a bit of an unknown quantity in comparison to other teams in the group. How much do you know about them? We don't know a lot, really, about San Marino. We've got a wonderful scouting department. We'll have our scouts look at them. Would you agree that Croatia are your toughest opponents? Absolutely. Maybe Poland too, but Croatia are a good team. All right. Our first match is against Croatia in 97 days too. So this is why I'm looking for a club job, because these big gaps in international management can only, it takes so long to get through the season, right? All right, looking at the job board, we have a few, we've been rejected a few of these. Carlisle is new, Birmingham City is new as well on the board here. So we will apply for those. And we did not get the Franks Bahrain's job. They chose Gert Kroes as their new manager. But yeah, I guess we just lost out to someone with a little bit more rep than we do. All right, we've got a job interview here from Patro Eisden. I believe these are a Belgian team as well. Jan Zoetman is their manager. Do they still have a manager? Interesting. All right, so we're going to go to this interview. Here is the club vision. Okay, so under age 23, sign players for the first team. Work within the wage budget. Minimum 2-year contracts for first team players. Top half finish at the current season. Grow the rep. Attempt to remain in Class B. Grow the rep. Remain in Class B. Grow the rep. Establish the team. All right, so they're not really looking for promotion. They just want an established team with stable finances. So that's not too bad. That all seems perfectly agreeable to me. Should you be hired, the expectation is to finish in the top half. I agree with the top half finish. Do you have any requests? No, I do not. All right, maybe this one will go better. We'll see. Patro Eisden. Christmas Day and sackings aplenty. All over the place I'm seeing sackings here. So we'll have a look at the job board again. You see lots of managers, lots of clubs have rejected me. St. Truden is new. Levadiakos is new. And Barrow, I believe. I'll try applying for these ones. Akriashvili's picked up an injury here. Just having a chat with him. Good to check in with the players whenever they get big injuries like this. Just give them a little shot in the arm for confidence, and hopefully he'll be back. I'm being laughed at by Toulouse fans here. What is this? Just because I have 0 job experience does not mean that you get to make fun of me on social media. Like, what is going on here? You think that Twitter would be a safe place for news, you know, where people are nice? But apparently not. Patros Eisden have hired someone else as well. Johan Larsson takes the job over me. Big surprise. Also, Kortrijk rejected my ass as well. So the search continues. At this point, I have every league in the game loaded in here. I think I'm doing it correctly. I'm going here. I'm going add remove leagues. I have every single league loaded. My game speed is terrible. Oh, wait. That's weird. Is that a bug? Strange. Anyways, I have every league I can possibly find in this list. Everything is loaded. Still nothing. Maybe some of these seasons need to keep going for managers to lose their jobs so I can apply, because they haven't been in the game the whole time. But hopefully we'll find something soon. Forest Green just rejected me as well. Jeez. Lewandowski's player of the year. There it is. Messi second, Harry Kane. I voted for Messi, but Lewandowski wins. All right. So, okay, so we've got a couple Swedish jobs, so that did work. Add remove leagues. I added in Sweden. I've got a couple Swedish jobs here. So, Division 2 in North Zealand. Stockholm International. We'll apply for them. And Mjällby as well. Crew Alex showed up here. I think that's all we can apply for. Here's our best 11 for Georgia, just announced. January 1st, 2021 now. It is New Year's Day. And that's pretty much our starting 11 for Georgia over the past few games. And they are our best 11. It's all the usual suspects. So you can see that in our previous videos, pretty much who we've been playing. That's who the best 11 is. Oh, Toulouse finally rejected me. After all of that nonsense from the fans, they kicked me to the curb without even an interview. What is it? No respect at all. A few more sackings here. Dundee and just Dundee. Is that it? Looks like it. Oh, Stoke City as well. Applying for the big jobs. I have so many leagues loaded that it's going so slow now. Middlesbrough poll. Should Neil Warnock be sacked? Yes. And then I can take charge of Middlesbrough. So I will vote yes in that poll. Not because I don't like Neil Warnock. I just want a job. Hey, Stockholm International. Another job interview here. So I will do this interview and I'll let you know once on the other side how it goes. All right, so the interview's over. This is Stockholm International. Division 2 Norrland in Sweden. So what level are we at here? I don't even know. Let's go up one. So this is a regional division. There's Östra Götaland, Norra Götaland, Västra Götaland. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly. Norrland. So is that Division 2? They're all Division 2. And then you get up to the Etten Football Division 1, south, I think, north. And then we're in the Superettan, and then the Allsvenskan. Allsvenskan? That's the top division in Sweden. So we are 1, 2, this is third level, fourth tier, regional. So we got to go regional 1, regional 2, then we're in the national leagues. Very interesting. Looks like they're about to they're going to offer me. Are they going to offer me here? Interesting. Bookmakers, I am one of the favorites for the jobs for this. So this is an interesting development here. We got some questions from the media. I will respond to this. Do you have anything to say in public about the recent interview opportunities? Everyone's ambitious. I'm ready to take a new step. Yes, I'm ready to take a new step in my career, and I've been acting accordingly. Just saw something here. Newcastle United takeover collapses. What else is new? Ooh, I'm considered the leading candidate for Stockholm Inter. So, how are Stockholm Inter able to be called Stockholm International, but Inter Miami gets sued by Inter Milan in real life? That is a question. Maybe because Stockholm Inter is a small regional Swedish team and no one really knows about it. Lots of new jobs are popping up now, but I'm kind of putting on pause the applications because Stockholm Inter looks so promising for us. I mean, we could just take a look at the board at least. We've got, you see, look at all these positions. Anyone in a lower league. Villafranquense in Portugal could be an option. Just, we don't really have a chance at any of the really big league clubs, so that is the only one that I really see. Maybe Top Os and Keukenkampioen Divisie in the Netherlands. That could be an option too. And then we've got Stockholm Inter, and we are the leading candidate. It looks like we're going to get hired. It's 1-3 odds, which is pretty good odds. I don't think we're in the running for anything else. So we could have a job offer pretty soon. We've got it. Here it is. Stockholm International approached me on a 1-year contract, £550 a week. So we're going to replace the ex-manager, work within the wage budget, sign players under 23, and reach the playoffs for this season. We're just going to accept this right away, pretty much. Finalize that deal. We are now the manager of Stockholm Inter. So let's go forward. Welcome to Stockholm International. Club background. Founded in 2010, semi-pro club in the second division North Svealand in Sweden. And we're looking to build on their mid-table finish last season. So we want to qualify for the playoffs. We've got a director of football. We have an assistant manager. The rep is low, just like we like it. 2,145 capacity in the stadium, built in 1933. In Stockholm, I believe. I guess that would make sense. Poor youth facilities, poor training facilities. So we're going to try to upgrade this club as much as we can and get them on the path to the playoffs. Here is our best 11. Number 88 as a striker. That's interesting. And so we're going to have to dig into some of these players, preview the squad. They play a 4-1-2-3 or a 4-3-3 if you want to be traditional about it. Key player is a Stojic, which is the left winger. So he's probably an inside forward. He's a number 10. So we're going to take a look at the team in a second. We got some players in the last year of their contracts. Some mid-20s players, a little bit older in Nordbeck. He looks a good player, though. He could potentially be one of our best players. But first of all, let's look at the staff here. We are missing a chief scout and a scout. We've got a few positions here that we don't need as well. Coaches are good. Everything else is good in the coaching staff and department. Looking at the finances, we're not doing too bad. 64,000 in the bank, so we're not in debt, which is great. We are making a loss at the moment for the month. We've got a little bit of transfer budget, and our wage budget is okay as well. So I might change up the backroom staff and hire some people, get rid of people we don't need, because the board, I'm not sure why they have these positions. The coaching staff needs improving, as well as does the physio staff. So I'm going to place some ads first. One for all of the positions we're missing, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we do have a reserve squad and we have an under 19 squad. No youth candidates yet, but we do have some players that could make a step up. Rasmus Mattsson, he looks to be a central midfielder, decent passing technique and work rate. Everything else is a little bit lacking. Good acceleration and natural fitness. So he's an option for the team. And Johan Edlund, similar player as well, can play a little bit more advanced, better physicals. So a couple candidates there in the development center. And we need some development staff as well. So I'm going to place ads for some of these guys too. Our next game is in April. It's January right now, so we can arrange some friendlies, maybe get some finances into the club if we can get playing against some higher reputation teams. You can do that to raise money in the lower levels of the game pretty easily. You just go and arrange a friendly and try to fill your calendar up, basically. That's what I'm going to do. And we're going to check out the squad. Everybody's on holiday right now, so it looks like we don't have any captains set, which is good. Nobody's going to get upset if I change the captains. So we've got some suggestions here. Simon Rose, he will be our captain. And Stefan Stojic will be the vice captain. Just found out here the council owns the team, so it's kind of like a locally owned club. And so that's pretty interesting, but probably limited finances in that way. But we can try to raise money in other ways, selling players, playing friendlies and whatnot, right? All right, so we've got a few friendlies scheduled here against some of the bigger teams around Sweden. So we're trying to gain back some of that money we spent sacking some of the staff, and because we're switching around the hires. So eventually it should balance itself out. We've got a couple staff positions coming in, but we're getting rid of a bunch of wages at the same time. Unfortunately, we had to spend to terminate the contracts, which is crappy, but hopefully with these friendlies can bring in some money for us and we can get some gate receipts in, sponsorship money and whatnot, and the finances will balance out a little bit. All right, looking at the odds for the season, we are expected to be second in the league. So that looks pretty promising for us. And so let's go into the tactic and see what we can come up with here. All right, we've got a press conference here to kick off our taking the job here as well. So how does it feel to be the new Stockholm Inter manager? Very proud, very happy, very excited to start with the club here. Have you had a chance to think about tactics? We were thinking about it a second ago, and I'll show you guys in a second. But yes, we've spent some considerable time developing the approach. Do you not think there's a risk of things going wrong with the players and don't fit into your preferred setup? I think they'll be okay. I'm more than willing to adjust things if the situation calls it. Although you've taken the job, you have decided not to give up your post with Georgia. Do you think your other commitments will limit you? Absolutely not. All right. You've taken this job without being able to speak Swedish. Will it be tough to manage the side? I don't think so. Football is a universal language. Oh, show. But I want to learn Swedish. Can you say that? Doesn't even give you an option to say that, really. Football's a universal language. How important are the Swedish fans, or the Stockholm fans, as the club strives for the next level? They are always going to be a huge part of the success, and especially with this club being owned by the city itself. Where can this club go under the leadership? The sky's the limit, I say. What's your approach on the training ground? We've got to be smart on the training ground. And why this club? What was the allure? I think there's a lot of potential in this club for sure. We have the potential to become something special. Do you ever doubt this was the right job for you? I don't think so. There were no problems. Does the squad have enough quality? I don't know yet. It looks like a pretty decent squad, but we don't have a lot of depth, and we don't even have quite enough players to fill out the full substitutes bench for the friendlies. So we might want to see how it goes and see who we need to bring in. They're going to show me. They're going to show me their talent. Will you be looking towards the likes of David McHale as a focal point? He's definitely a tremendous player. Simon Rose will be the captain. Yes. Alex Douglas will leave the club. Can we hold on to him? I hope so. He is a central defender that we have. I want to keep him here. Where do you feel the squad could do with strengthening? I don't think we need to add much yet. We're happy with the squad. They aren't the richest of clubs. It's seen by many as a serious stumbling block. Do you think you'll be able to held back by the financial situation? It doesn't guarantee, a large transfer fee doesn't guarantee a good player. That's true. All right, so the press conference went pretty well in that regard. So I'll show you guys the tactic in a second. All right, we're going to go with a 4-3-3, slightly different than what we're playing with Georgia, with a defensive midfielder instead of an attacking midfielder. But I think this will give us a good chance to hit the ground running in the league. Ostojic is our key player. He's going to be the focal point of the attack, and he can play either as a striker or a winger. I'm going to start him here, and we've got Nobel as the striker right now. There's another option too with Ryalaxo, Joel Ryalaxo. Hard to say, but he could feature at some point at striker, as could Joel Johansson Matika. Another option up top, and we've got a guy who can play both central defense and striker. Probably quite tall, but I don't know yet because I haven't seen his height. But that's another option too up top. So this is what we're going with, a 4-3-3 essentially on positive. We're going to focus on the wing play down both sides and see how this goes through the preseason. I've scheduled out a bunch of friendlies, see if we can generate some income in the preseason as well. Maybe we'll attract some sponsors. We don't really know. We still got job applications out there, but we should be declining all these, and we'll go from there. All right, that is it. No game today, but we've got a new job, Stockholm International, and we will continue this in the regional leagues of Sweden in the next episode. We'll come back. We might have a Georgia game in there as well, but I will see you then. My name is John. Thanks again for watching. And remember to smash a like button. Helps with my videos a ton if you like my content. And subscribe for more Football Manager content, and I will see you next time. Peace.